10 under par. But she and everyone else chasing Lydia Ko makes her home at Lake Nona Golf and Country Club, and this birdie at the 6th would increase her lead. It's the final round of the first event of 2024 next. Our overnight leader by 2. She has this for eagle at the par 5 9th.
She made eagle here earlier in the week. Reachable par 5, one of the easiest holes on the golf course. That was a bit of a miscue there.
Yeah. Good two-putt in the end, had to work for it. And it's a birdie for Lydia Ko, and it just makes the task for the rest of the players that bit more difficult.
Yeah, she's playing very consistently, driving the ball well, hitting some good irons to the green, looks very crisp with her game. This hole playing into the wind and off the left. Another solid drive.
We've seen a lot of that from Lydia, Morgan.
Yeah, her driving stats are very impressive this week. I've been watching her hit drivers on the range. She looks very comfortable with that club. Lydia's preferred ball flight is a slight fade. Might help her in this situation. Started at the TV tower. Let it fall a bit to the right.
And that's exactly what she did.
And just the tremendous ball control. Barely lifts it off the ground, back and through.
She is cruising.
That's what it looks like from behind the tee at the 11th, and Lydia Ko.
Really heavily into the wind this hole today, Tom.
Lydia was practicing low drivers, and she was hitting balls on the range earlier, and it was into the wind on the range.
Green is sloping towards her. You're going to get plenty of spin on this with that wind.
Yeah, I've seen a few players spin the ball off the green here, so you've got to be careful. Yeah, steady, steady.
That was a very uncharacteristic mistake from Lydia with these wedges. Even with the wind, she's usually so good at taking.
Look, to get this to spin once it gets over the top of that bunker. See how smooth they were through the ball.
Oh, that checked up a lot faster than she expected it to, and I did as well.
So you really do have to stick to your line, put confident stroke on it, kept her head down nicely there.
There's going to be a bogey for Lydia Ko, just her second bogey of the back nine this week.
Yeah.
And I think he had a great deal of belief in Lydia Ko, and that gave Lydia a lot of confidence.
Well, Lydia isn't used to not having the box. Here she is at 12.
Oh, this is a low, boring tee shot here, straight down the middle.
Again, using that very low tee to get the ball in play, keep it under the wind.
Little fade, very comfortable with that shot.
Start this right at the center of the green. Let it fall to the right with the wind and her shot shape. Smart play, sensible play. She seems like she's changed her putting setup just a fraction today to protect against the wind, to be a little bit more stable in her base. You don't want to be blown around your center of gravity over any putts.
Well, she's given it its due, that's for sure.
No problem. Solid par at 12. The lead remains 4 for Lydia Ko.
Got a 6 time out, Tom. This one's hanging a little bit to the left. Needs that wind to help it.
Yeah, that was not her best swing there.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Good up and down from the sand.
How about 13? Yesterday and today, the par saves.
Just to put this ball in play. Downwind. Easy to run through this fairway with a driver downwind.
She just looks like she's getting through the ball so much better than she has been the last couple of years.
And then once the ball hits the green, it should kick to the left. There is a slope that will move the ball that way.
And this hole is playing over par today, which has surprised me. It's just a birdie hole, but no surprise that Lydia is the best at flighting it into the wind. It's a slightly different angle than the putt Ayaka made, but hers was exceptionally fast. Yeah, and maybe just fooled a bit, as you said there, Karen, by the lines. You can even see them in our monitor. It's pretty dramatic.
Especially downwind, although the fairway's being so soft, that kind of does give them a little bit of an advantage with not getting to it.
This might run through the fairway there.
Yeah, that's... You kind of have to think about, okay, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to hit a fade and let this one go to the right. Now this one's going left again.
Careful. Well, it bounced around.
Almost still.
Yeah, there's some dry ground there that when you get to those reeds, it's no go.
It really does. You can see she's still not trying to ground that club a little bit. That was well played from that thick stuff.
What a wonderful shot. Wow. It's hard to judge when it's that thick. Another just absolute beauty. I loved her.
Player who spent 125 weeks at the top of the Rolex rankings. Only 2 players in the game have spent longer as world #1. Great up and down there. Could have been a little bit of trouble, but now it's a 5-shot lead.
5 on the tee at 16.
Well, a win from the right on this hole today, but Lydia keeping this one a little low. This one's down the left half of the fairway.
One with that low tee again. Should hang on, yeah, into the fairway cut. Bend your knees just a little bit more to hit this shot here and just keep that posture throughout the swing.
This one also middle of the green.
Maybe got up in the air a little bit more than she would have liked off that slight upslope. Keeps trickling back off the green.
Not easy to get the ball the right speed here.
The tendency would be to leave it short.
Well, this is aggressive, Morgan.
Just so solid, so clutch. I mean, she looks like the Lydia of old when she was on top of the worlds. I think that TV tower is a good target.
That was just a smooth 8-iron.
Right over the flag, safety. And she's got a few shots to play with. Trying to ease it down there. Needs to go just a little more. It should be a 3, no problem. Yeah, no problem. And Lydia will have a 3-shot lead heading to the 72nd tee.
Well, I think that's huge for her because if you remember, Morgan, that her miss was always a pull left, and that typically happens when everything slows down with the lower half and the upper body takes over. So to see her being aggressive, it's a good thing.
Beauty there.
Just a little bit left of the flag, and
that was a pretty significant misjudge of the wind there, Karen.
I think so. I think it's just so still here right now. And her bread and butter has always been how good she is around the greens. And that was probably not her best effort off that upslope.
Veteran play leaves herself the tap in.
Heading into this season.
New year, new Lydia. After a winless 2023, Lydia Ko begins 2024 with her 20th title and moves to within a point of the LPGA Hall of Fame. She wins the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions.
네, LPGA 코리아 유튜브 채널이 오픈을 했는데요. 많은 분들의 관심과 응원 부탁드리고요. 구독과 좋아요 꼭 눌러주세요.